Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, it's really nice to be in this space. I love it. I love it. Tonight we have a special Shabbat. We are honoring our volunteers. It's great to see everyone. We had a great dinner beforehand. We had Tat Shabbat. Everything's happening tonight. It's great. Our opening song is Hine Matov. Page 6. Let's read responsively at the bottom of page 6. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
And as we turn back to page 2, I'd like to invite Sarah and Mike Garland to light our candles.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'adlikneh Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei beri ha'ofen. Amen.
L'chaim. Drink it. Yeah. And we turn to page 20 to sing together Lecha Dodi. And as we turn to page 28, we rise physically, spiritually, or both for the Baruchu. Page 31. Let's read the English at the bottom of the page together. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. And we turn to page 34 for the calling of the Shema. Be seated.
You shall bind them for a sign upon your
Page 39. Let's read responsively at the bottom of the page. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Page 43. Let's read the English together at the bottom of the page. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Page 44.
והשביל רצית
Lema'aseh Bereshit Shabbat. Secher Lema'aseh Bereshit Shabbat. As we turn to page 46, we rise physically, spiritually, or both for the tefillah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, Mevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ezrat Sarah. Page 50, we read the English together at the bottom, and it's wintertime. You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You cause the wind to shift and the rain to fall. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up and faithfully giving life to all? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, Nechayeh Hakol. Page 52. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. You may be seated. We turn to page 61. We read the English together at the top of page 61. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, Bashalom.
Shalom Rav
Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam.
V'tov
Ve'enecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
We take a moment for a silent prayer, a meditation, or just a nice moment of quiet to enjoy the holy space we've created together here this evening. We all need healing in our lives, healing of body, of spirit, of mind. At this point in our service, we take a moment to think of those in our lives that are in need of healing, whether it be you, loved one, family member, friend, anyone you might be thinking of this evening. As we name them in our hearts, we turn to page 253 to sing together Mi Sheberach, our prayer for healing.
May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi Sheberach imotenu mechor habracha avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim, blessed are you, Adonai, who brings comfort and healing to those in need of it. And we say together, Amen.
This is a moment of saying thank you to those who, thanks to their hard labor, energy, generosity, times and efforts, this temple is a flourishing temple. We have activities. There was a complaint tonight of someone that said that they come here every night to eat and have a social event. I had 2 weeks ago a complaint from a member of another congregation that actually yelled at me because we have all the activities that she wants to go to, and how dare we do all those great things. Our numbers, the numbers of members have been growing steady the last few years. And the temple is becoming more and more beautiful. And all of it is thanks to our members and our dedicated volunteers. A few weeks ago, a colleague of mine that spent 40 years as a rabbi in New Jersey came to visit. It was his first visit in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm not going to offend all of us, including me, by saying what he expected the temple to be and how shocked he was. And he kept saying how beautiful this place is, but every little thing that I showed him here at our temple was because of our volunteers. This all renovation here, from start to finish, was done by dedicated volunteers. Tat Shabbat was led by our rabbi, our soloist, and a dedicated volunteer. Our religious school is led by a volunteer. Our archive is beautiful because of volunteers. There are volunteers that are answering the phones. There are volunteers that are putting displays around the temple. There are volunteers that are taking care of our finance. And there are volunteers that are doing every little thing in this temple. And this Shabbat is to thank each and every volunteer of the temple. This temple would not be what it is without you. And I want to invite everyone that volunteers at any way or form here at the temple to please rise, if you can, to receive a blessing. Don't be shy. If you're hesitating, that means that you should rise. מי שברך אבותינו ואמותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך את מתנדבי הקהילה הקדושה הזאת. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless our wonderful volunteers. Like Abraham, may you have the courage to embark on new and exciting journeys. Like Isaac, may you embrace the world with love. Like Jacob, may you wrestle with challenges and triumph to be blessed. Like Sarah, may your experiences be filled with joy and laughter. Like Rebecca, may you continue to help others as you continue your journeys. Like Rachel, may you be loved by all who meet you. And like Leah, may you be blessed by the love of the family who will always cherish you. And we say together, Amen. Amen. And we want to sing for all of you, Shechianu. Seated, and may all this holy congregation be blessed by the continuing endeavors of our wonderful volunteers. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We have a really exciting Torah portion. Actually, part of those Torah portions are familiar because we read parts of them on Rosh Hashanah. On the first day, if we would have had a second day, we would read part of this Torah portion also on the second day and also on Yom Kippur. I'm actually excited by the part that we don't read on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and that's the opening of this Torah portion that teaches me what it means to be an Israelite, what it means to be Jewish, what we should inspire to be, what kind of a person should I inspire to be. I love conflicts, and I love when there's a conflict in the Torah, a good conflict, not a physical one. a theological one. So our Torah portion begins when Adonai comes to visit Abram. There's a revelation. It says that Adonai was seen by Abram, or Adonai showed itself to Abram, and we're all waiting, we're excited because we're going to hear what Adonai has to say to us, or to Abram. And then the next verse says that Abram lifted up his eyes and he saw three total strangers in front of them. So that's a moment of conflict. There are two issues here. Should you receive the revelation of God, or should you do the mitzvah of hospitality to strangers? By the way, before it was a mitzvah, Abraham created it as a mitzvah. So Abraham has a real conflict there. And Abraham does the following. He immediately runs and attends to those three strangers. He washes their feet, he feeds them. The rabbis are obsessed with the fact that he gives them a calf, a veal, together with butter. How could it be? Abraham didn't keep kosher. What's going on here? The laws of kashrut would come hundreds of years later, but the rabbis don't understand how could that happen, so they focus on that. But we should focus on another thing, on the conflict. Abraham has to choose between attending to God and attending to guests, total strangers. Maimonides, in his first book of laws, the first Jewish book of laws from the 12th century, says the following. Abraham taught us that showing hospitality to stranger surpasses receiving the divine presence. According to Maimonides, God appeared to Abraham, the strangers appeared to Abraham, and Abraham said to God, hold that fort, I have more important things to deal with. I have hospitality for human beings. So why is it so exciting? Because Abraham teaches us that when you have a duty for the divine presence or a duty to another human beings always come first. And Abraham teaches us another lesson that is so important to our bitterly divided nation. Here, and actually also in the Jewish state in Israel. Abraham saw three total strangers. He did not ask them who do they vote for. He did not ask them what is their ethnicity. He did not care. He did not ask them what religion or what political view they had. He attended to them. May we all merit to be called the children of Abraham. Shabbat Shalom.
Page 174.
We rise, if we can, to page 283 for the Aleinu. Please join me as we read together in the middle of the page. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else. Please be seated. We continue together on the top of page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. Page 293. Our fourth turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Jonathan Zaborski, Ana Luz Gonzalez, Lynn Norton, Mildred Radin, Inez Siegel, Cassie W. Silverstein, Evan Silverstein, Samuel Lippi, Lois Mann, Sol Rosinski, Regina Schulwolf, Hannah Blum, Julius Fabrikant, Herman Marx, Andrea Moss, Omer Sobel, William Wenneker, Bert Gier, Harry Rosenberg, Arthur Schenkin, Eric Hamel, Thomas Glassman, Simon Goodman, Max Hamburg, Philip E. Bordy, Rose Frager, Irving Herlands, Brandon Jade, Jonathan Merenblum, Esther Pincas, Louis Prisant, Bonnie Beiser, Lee Harrow, Bernard Rubinstein. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories of our loved ones in our hearts, we rise as we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתבאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלל שמי לקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה. May the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song are the last words of the Kaddish. We ask God to bring shalom, peace and wellness and wholeness on all of Israel and all of humanity. Oseh shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please say Shabbat Shalom to at least one person you never met. And please join us for the oneg made by the women of Reform Judaism. Amen.